Yeah.
And yes,
So,
so
according to my understand, men have become Bhasmasura. I don't know if you know the story of it. I don't want to get into it. So,
a
mostly
little
all the
two
men.
lines on that. what
So
what does that
basically,
mean?
they're cutting down the tree they're sitting on, according to my understanding. And I don't see, honestly, I don't see any hope to reverse it because I don't want to give any false hope to anybody in my life. And it's very important. It's a responsibility of a men and especially the people who are into education field to be very factual because, like for example, I'm living with my three kids. I've got two dogs, one cat. Okay, so I'll give very simple anecdote you understand. If I do something wrong and tomorrow somebody has to describe me, they say, "Oh, this guy has done something wrong, and he has got two dogs." Now, what happens? That anybody whose dog who's doing very good job is being, you know, how to say, being into dragged into a situation. I don't know if you understand the concept.
I got
So,
it.
like for example, somebody's teaching yoga, and somebody who's doing yoga has done something wrong. So how the normally the story travels? Story travels like as a storyteller, I've understood that story travels where people say, "Oh, this man has done something very wrong," and you know what? He was teaching yoga. So anybody who's doing yoga has been put into that.
Oh,
I don't know if you understand. So tomorrow the
hmm,
story travels in a different
makes
way.
sense. Yeah, yeah.
If the
Because
Muslim has done something,
yeah,
yeah, the
in
Muslim has done
yoga, it's
something
like
wrong.
just to
No,
give
I'm just
a
giving
little,
example. I'll
yeah, a
yeah,
little
it's nothing
note
to do with
on
the
that.
yoga.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No, 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 it's just a little note. The point is, when a person or a yoga instructor is teaching and then they go through certain changes in their body, that is because their emotional levels are changing there. And then most of the people freak out thinking something is wrong is happening to them and they retract in their cave. And that elevation is not happening. So, like you rightly said, yes, this is what is happening around.
No, I was not saying about the yoga. I'm saying even let's take the example Muslim. I was giving the example of dog also. Okay. So for example, even a Muslim has done something wrong. Okay. So what we try to brandize that particular segment of doing it. So why I'm saying this, why I'm popping up this example, I'm trying to make this example that it is it is one that our individual responsibility is there, and we have to also understand we are representing a class, whatever the class is. Like
Hmm.
if the one women has done something wrong, the story travels how that women has done it. So what she oh she's from Maharashtra and she has got this. So the story when the story travels far and wide, you have already created a segment there.
Correct.
Like if the one man has done something wrong, how would you say? Oh, this man has done it. Oh, he talks very nice. I think he teaches also communication. So not only that particular person has been blamed, but also a class has been also blamed or dragged into it.
Yeah.
Just
People in that
lately I
field.
realized,
Hmm.
yeah, lately I realized this. So it is very important to understand the responsibility part of anybody. Like for example, as a man, I feel ashamed so many times. I feel so much
Mindset.
ashamed when I look at that so much incident happens around the women. I feel very ashamed because I also belong to that class. I haven't done anything, but I'm just saying it for a reason.
Yeah, that's
So I
because
think
you
it
have a
is
heart
not
of gratitude. So you are able to see it
more than the
around.
heart of gratitude. I feel like it's so bad what they're doing with the women. And I can take this another option and saying that why women are being victimized because they're also responsible, but onus lies on men also. So why I'm saying this, why I'm popping up this example, I'm trying to tell you that it's not just only my act as a responsibility, but also it's the larger class which I represent. Any class, anybody says, say a warrior class or like when the policeman does something wrong. When the story travels, what story travels? It doesn't travel in such a way saying one man has done something wrong. They don't say it. They don't stop there. You understand the
Ah,
story? Story also encompasses the police department.
right, right.
Right or wrong, good or bad, I'm not saying, I'm not getting into merit and saying, no, this is wrong, we should not blame
Makes
police
sense.
or we should not blame Muslim. That's a
This
different thing.
has
But
happened.
story,
Yes.
But this story travels like this. This is the narrative style of a human being. If one dog bites and people say, oh, the dogs bite, so now we are looking at and putting all the dogs into the same category. Do
Hmm.
you understand? This is the new realization which has come, and that's what I'm trying to incorporate into my book, where I'm saying this thing that people do have to understand that there's a one individual responsibility and there is something called collective responsibility.
Absolutely. And what's your book
Collective
about?
response.
What's the book title?
So
Let
book
people
is
know.
about framing. Yeah, the book is about framing a right question. I understood over a period of time
Wow.
that either we have
Something of
illusion of,
my interest.
yeah,
Totally.
either we think the illusion of answers we have, or we think we have all the answers. That's what I understood. That thanks to Chat GPT and Google and all this stuff, people are thinking that they all have all the answers. And then so many babas and guru and shouting and giving all ready-made answers. So I thought, why not to write a book on framing a right kind of questions? So that is
Wow.
where I come in.
And when is this book
So
releasing?
yeah, it's very soon actually. I'm just waiting for some more insights because this is very intuitive writing which I'm doing it. I'm trying to find insights from my own understanding and then putting in book. I'm not just writing the books. I'm just trying to write. I'm writing a couple of books actually. So I'm just trying to see how things works out. For example, there's a new realization that not as a Neeraj is my responsibility to be very responsible, but it is also my responsibility as a man just to break it down into one category. There are
Hmm.
many categories can be done, but I'm just giving one category where people are saying. So your question, the answer of your question is that I don't see any hope unless individual person. There is no ready-made or remedial answer to it that okay, you do this and all men would be all right. It's a very individual effort,
It's
and
gonna
if
take, yeah,
individually we can, yeah, if
very
individually we can
practical
start.
answer coming from you because, yeah, that's
I
true.
always, yeah, that's the way I live. I don't want to get into mumbo jumbo. I don't like that kind of approach. It doesn't work actually, honestly. It just gives you some called cosmetic things, and it looks very politically correct. Okay, I'm saying this, do this, and do that. So
Hmm.
basically, we have to realize that the responsibility is on individual, and at the same time, we have to also realize that we are not representing just one person. We are also representing a class. So if I'm doing something wrong to you, I'm not just doing wrong with the one man doing wrong to a woman, but I'm also doing a wrong as a man as a class also.
So true. And it's
Yeah.
affecting the fabric in the male collective also, like how,
Yeah, and it's and creating unnecessary ill will, which has no actual foundation. But it's slowly, what will happen that we will the one person who is victimized will start feeling ill will for everyone. And
mm,
that's what if you see there, those sweeping statement comes, all men are like this, all women are like this. So why this
yeah.
sweeping statement comes from? All the yoga teachers are like this, all babas are like this. Like why this? All policemen are like this. Why this sweeping statement? Because of the story travel.
And I think here
So
individuality becomes so special now all of a sudden. I think somewhere
yes,
being
yes,
selfish
yes,
has become a gift, or being stubborn
yeah.
is like a gift.
It's not selfish. Actually, not a word. Self-centric is the right word. So basically, you are thinking in such a way that it's where you are not only responsible but also you are mindful activator of that responsibility because see like when you are responsible how do you find the responsibility you have to be mindful all the time in order to see like we spend good 1 hour or more than 1 hour when we're
Yeah,
talking I cannot just be responsible that's why I'm against called enlightenment or whatever the term you want to use it because it's nothing called once it happened then it's all right forever no it doesn't work like that something happened today will might change impact something else tomorrow
yeah,
so there is no permanent like for example one of the very big illusion being sold in the spirituality business where people saying perpetual happiness there's nothing called perpetual in fact people who has got enlightened has got more pain because now I look at the
yeah.
trees like for example I'll give you the transformation happens in my life when I go out I don't look at a woman I don't look at a man and I'm going to give you this example I'm even this statement is wrong which I'm making but I'm going to correct it up I don't look at the building I don't look at the car And overtly, I'm not doing it. I look at only animals and plants and trees, and I don't even try to look at. The good part is that this is the way I look at my life. My things has changed.
That's changed. Yeah.
That I call it transformation, because it's not that overly now I have to look at the dog. Now I have to know my. It's like there is a friend of mine told me a very beautiful thing. He said that suppose there is a chain snatcher, what he's gonna look at? He's gonna look at the chain. It's like Arjuna example. He's not looking at anything else because he has to snatch the chain.
Focus.
So
Yeah.
he's oblivious with the bike, with the danger, with the police. He's just looking at the chain. So in the positive connotation, I'm not trying to look at it. My brain has been designed now such way that when I look at only cats and dog. I don't even see there is a somebody's going there. So that's the remedy, and there is no remedy.
Hmm. Very, very deep conversation, and definitely with a lot of value in it. I could sense that. And thank you so much for this conversation. Looking
No, no,
forward for
pleasure is
some more
entirely mine.
talks. So, thank you, Neeraj, and have a
It's
beautiful
all
evening.
praises to you, to mountains. Take good care of yourself and be like this
Thank
and
you.
have a wonderful life ahead. Okay?
Thank you. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.